Hello, everybody, and welcome to Stadium Junkies Media's edition of The Leading Brand 2018 Live, Week 9, where we celebrate, let's see now, what episodes? Monday Night Raw's episode 1292?
Jesus.
Smackdown's 949 or 969, I'm trying to remember exactly. And NXT 480-ish? Yeah, I'll check back the numbers real fast. Actual numbers is SmackDown's 1292, almost at 1300. That's Monday Night Raw. SmackDown is 967, and NXT is 436.
Okay.
So NXT is getting to that miraculous 500. Next year is probably you're gonna do a celebration for 500. On top of the fact, SmackDown Live is gonna have their 1,000. I'm actually impressed.
Now freaking time.
Yep. But I am your host, the reigning and defending champion of Stadium Junkies Media, James Belknap. And I would like the others to present themselves accordingly.
The glorious Jeffrey Burtis. Get it memorized.
Did we lose Tony? I think he got blue screened again. Yep, blue screen of death.
Wow.
Job so hard, he lost his connection.
Oh, boo!
Job so hard, we're coming to try to find him, then add him to the podcast.
Well, I'm not gonna be I won't be a jobber like he is.
No, I mean, at one point I was the level of jobber. I mean, I started from the bottom. Now I'm here. And, you know, I did not achieve the level of jobber that he did.
Mm-hmm.
But he did not get last place in the Elimination Chamber. So that means, Jeffrey, you now have a Buffalo Bros Hot Wing Challenge to accomplish at WrestleMania.
What they do? I'm probably going to vomit after the first one.
Okay, well, as long as you finish, then at least you have something over the jobber.
That's my plan. You're gonna train me to help me finish these hot wings.
All you gotta do is just quite literally toleration and do some research.
Toleration, do some research, okay.
Mm-hmm. I mean, there'll be something that eventually you can fill and eventually tolerate those Scovilles to that level. Jeez, what I got a little broken there because you know, it's all about being a jobber during that, being the jobber back when I used to not be champion. All those hot wings, I had to take all the Jovials. I'm kidding.
Oh my goodness.
But whenever Tony finally gets on, we can actually have the full-on discussion.
He'll be fine. He's NXT.
Well, let's talk about Omega shutting down the WWE.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Let's see now. What's the exact article? Kenny Omega on whether he will go to WWE. His quote, "I do not want to be a robot."
Damn.
Think about it.
Damn.
Well, the interview happened, let's see now, as part of a video game live stream at Twitch headquarters in Japan.
Oh.
Along with his tag team partner, Kota Ibushi. He answered certain questions, especially with certain reporters like Tommy Masano from Cage Side Seats. He's the one who got this question down, where he was asking about WWE, and I mean, pretty much, we you know, everything about WWE because of how big it is, we can assume exactly what his answers are. Pretty much the closest thing to the Young Bucks answers.
He's in a spot right now. He's in a good spot. Kenny Omega is.
Mm-hmm. So, I mean, do you really want your one-wing angel to look like nothing just because, you know, you
Speaking of one-wing, decided to join us again.
Tony, introduce yourself.
Robot.
Hello!
Rest in peace, headphone users.
I had to do that once.
By the way, tremendous Tony Lopez back and better than ever.
Jobber Tony Lopez back and better than ever. Gotcha. So, Tony, did you know that Omega shut down the WWE move where they said if you're going to be going to WWE, he says, I don't want to be a robot?
You know, I respect that. I really do respect that.
Do you actually feel like
has complete... Yeah, exactly. New Japan Pro Wrestling is starting to really expand worldwide. Recently did a tour of Australia. They're about to come back to the States this month. They have their wrestlers going to Europe, US, Australia, just touring like crazy. They're actually getting their name out there. And yes, they're not as big as the WWE, and they won't be anytime soon. But at the same time, this building up your name around the world to be the second leading brand for now, but it's way better than TNA Impact. That's for sure.
But yeah, Kenny Omega's in a perfect spot. I mean, New Japan is treating him like a god, right?
Hello?
New Japan is treating Kenny Omega like a god.
Oh, yeah. I mean, for a foreign talent, I heard you. I said absolutely. They are treating him well.
Yeah, you're lagging a bit, Tony. That's all.
Yeah, here.
Got a little lag.
Yeah, it's not. Yeah, I know. But yeah, they are treating him like a god. This is Kenny we're talking about. So
he is the cleaner for a reason.
Yeah, he's had some of the best matches in the last 2 years alone in the whole wrestling business.
I mean, he has a few 6-star matches that no one else can say.
He had a 5-star match with Chris Jericho, of all people.
I mean, he's truly breaking the walls down.
Indeed.
Yay! And I turned just in time for Jeffrey to do a facepalm.
You can say he is cleaning the walls.
He is the cleaner. Now, speaking of cleaning up, I think Fox really wants to clean up a better image to combat sports. They want to take on the rights to WWE's Monday Night Raw on their television, on main television. Gentlemen, would it be amazing to finally, instead of worry about, I don't even have to get a regular television, I don't even have to get actual cable television anymore. I just need to get a freaking antenna, put on any digital TV, and then boom, I'm going to get Monday Night Raw every Monday because of Fox.
And what I'm understanding, from what I'm understanding, if they put Monday Night Raw on Fox, they're going to try to put SmackDown on FS1.
What the heck?
Well, look, FS1 is a really good station for that kind of stuff. But the fact that somebody else besides NBC Universal is actually wanting the rights to the WWE television, the mainstays, is the best thing that could happen to WWE right now.
I think that Fox is realizing it's very similar to the times when CM Punk was around. That they said, hey, we missed this, and we could have actually made this a better product and much more popular than it is today because we missed the CM Punk train. So I bet you they see remnants and they go, no, we have to take this over. They're, especially with John Cena going on to all those late night shows, they see potential.
And not just that. I think it's the fact that realistically, the last time they've had any kind of significant wrestling on their television stations is when Impact was on there, like in the early years, and they realized it still can get ratings. I remember the last contract talks, Fox was involved, but they were just involved so WWE can get a bigger number from NBC Universal. But now it seems to be there's more footing for these rumors.
Well, not only that, I mean, think about the competition that's actually springing up. You have a choice to actually do a New Japan Pro Wrestling, which will not really launch in normal television for Americans. Or you can bring combat wrestling, which you notice UFC combat wrestling is very popular.
Exactly.
Oh, yes.
If you bring combat one-on-one style wrestling to the main network on a consistent basis, the only thing that needs to change up really is people who are storywriters and getting out of Michael Cole's ear.
And also, I think the whole reason this thing is actually like really brought up right now is I think the UFC's contract with Fox is about to come up and they need something to replace it.
So they need those 20 and 30-year-old testosterone-filled meatheads to go to something else.
Exactly.
Boom.
Where do you think UFC goes, by the way, on a side note?
You know what? I wouldn't even be surprised if they got TV rights from ESPN. I wouldn't be surprised. No, believe me when I say this, the UFC's MMA coverage recently has been a whole lot better than it used to be.
Didn't WWE and ESPN buddies for some reason?
Yeah, blame Coachman.
Blame Coachman. Like some people go on First Take, like Triple H and those guys.
Yeah, that's because Coachman started that conversation.
Coachman was that middle man, and he's like, yeah, no, you don't understand this industry. It's industries like this, and there's a lot of money to make if you just pile it on. And they're noticing the up and up, especially with Ronda. I'm very convinced that Dana and Vince looked at each other and go, well, I need more ratings. I need someone fresher. And it's like, well, we need someone who even though we have a woman who doesn't have a streak anymore, we need someone who's a top performer that everyone will watch.
Uh-huh.
Well, I got Brock. I got Ronda. Let's trade. Okay.
Oh, that's a great transition because what the heck happened with Brock on Monday night?
Oh,
well,
great promo from Roman Reigns.
I think, well, there's multiple reasons why. One, I already looked up his contract because some people already said, like, he used up all of his television time, and so he can choose to come and go as he wants. Contract shows, contract is complete when it comes to that. All he needs to do is pay-per-views.
The only thing he needs to show up for is WrestleMania.
Yeah, he doesn't need to show up for anything else. He can actually stay on the sidelines. And so what I'm assuming is one of the writers saw the picture of him with Dana White and go, wait, let me write this over. And they just wrote it and they get it reviewed and go, call Lesnar, tell him he can go whatever, do the fuck he wants.
So let me ask the question. Do y'all think that he's actually going to be re-signing with the WWE, or do you think he's going to go back to the UFC and have one more run at him?
I think he's going to do a UFC run and then come back 5 years.
I don't think he would come back in 5 years, though.
You're like, what, 48 or something?
He's 41.
Is he 41 right now? I thought he's still in his 30s.
Let's review. I swear he's 41, or at the end of some other contract, he would be 41. I think after his UFC contract. How do you spell Bork Laser?
Brock.
Lesnar.
Lesnar.
I'm kidding. I'm saying Bork. I just want to make a Bork Laser joke.
Brock.
God damn it.
40. July 12th.
Oh, so he's 39 right now?
He's 40 years old.
5?
And 4 children. All with the last name Lesnar. So if I was anybody just like randomly going in college and all of a sudden you see a Lesnar, I would freak out.
I've seen a picture of one of his kids look like, when I say he looks just like him, oh, boy, it looks just like him.
You're talking about Maya, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about the girl, right?
Yeah.
Because the girl will always look more like the father sometimes with the mother features. And reverse, the the girl will always look like their father with mother features. Or reverse, something like that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm going with.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
So you know that if you look at his one daughter, oh yeah, son tells me she's gonna be kicking some ass.
Yeah, she may end up in the WWE or the UFC one day.
Well, don't be surprised if it's both. Because imagine, I mean, you got this upsurge of like Sonya Deville and all these other UFC fighters or mixed martial arts fighters going to the WWE. I think first you're going to go with the serious fighting stuff to get it out of your blood, and then go for the acting stuff because the acting stuff is more consistent to the brand. And then whenever you get that itch again, just go back to UFC.
That's a good point.
I mean, Brock did it in reverse, but I can't blame him.
Actually, what Brock did was WWE, NFL, New Japan Pro Wrestling, UFC, then back to WWE.
Yeah. So at least he knows the indie stuff. So he knows. Geez, imagine all his children. He's going to be the agent.
Oh wow.
That's scary.
That's a scary agent.
It's like not only will I kill. Hold on. It's like not only will I kill you, you're going to give us all the best stuff. So
no, that's not scary at all.
It's not scary at all. I mean, it's not as scary as Stephanie McMahon facing up against Ronda Rousey and telling her she's sorry in front of her face.
Oh boy!
Any y'all see that?
I loved it.
I loved that. I mean, we were watching that. We were just like, "Oh, this is getting boring."
First, and all of a sudden, she got right in her face, and she looked like she wanted to do something, say something. Then backed off and said, "I'm sorry. I'm sorry about this."
He literally walked up real hard. He's like, "I'm sorry." It's like, whoa, wait a minute. That's a great transition. That was great.
I really like because they approached it as she's still the hot-headed person, but she's still a businesswoman who knows not to get her arm ripped off.
Exactly.
And it's like, man, that's some character building. I love it.
And then Kurt Angle's selling.
Hold on.
Good old Triple H.
I got a good photo for that.
I sent y'all the photo.
No, somewhere else. I got a good photo for that.
It's just Kurt Angle's face. The fact that they got such a good moment, and it's like, this is the moment where you knew he fucked up.
Let's see now. This.
Oh,
man. There it is.
By the way, I actually found out recently What Culture had some more departures last month.
Wait, really?
That's not surprising.
Yeah, some guys, because they believe that the guys at Cultaholics were pretty much What Culture, so they created their own channel. Let me actually look it up real quick while y'all talk about it. Y'all talking about something else, which actually let me give you something to talk about.
Let's see.
Cena added to the Fastlane main event. It's a 6-pack challenge.
You know what? Okay, let me say. Hold on. Let me say my piece real quick. I think it's smart, simply because we know SmackDown's in-house buy rate is not good at the moment. They're not selling out the arenas. They're actually having to move everybody to the other sides just to fill it out. It's not good right now. They're trying to get people in the arena. They don't want to end up making it look like a traveling Impact house show. They actually want people in the arena. So get a big name to get on the show. And who's the biggest name in the WWE at the moment? Still.
Fuck John Cena.
But it's the fact that he is, and he can go anywhere and have an immediate reaction. You need that guy in the arena.
Unfortunately.
And until you can find somebody else, I don't know what to tell you.
Yeah, you got a point.
I mean, it's not like they're going to bring back Dwayne anytime soon. It's not like Roman is in that level yet because, first off, he hasn't been in a movie yet. Shoot, he needs to be in Marine 6. Oh, wait, have I done that yet? I think they have.
Ronda, Raw.
Well, it's Ronda, though.
Mm-hmm.
Ronda already has an outside name.
Yep.
If you can't get your in-house guys to make an outside name, you're not going to get the same kind of buy rate. Or if you can't get that heat in the company like it was way back in the day, you're not going to get those kind of sales. People come because they know faces. Right now, I'm here, like from people I talk to on a daily basis, they say they don't watch wrestling because they don't see the same people that they saw as a kid. They don't know anybody.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't have a familiar face on TV, it's not going to work.
Like Stone Cold, Barack, all those names.
I mean, you have Kurt Angle on TV, but you can't really use him like you want to.
Mm-hmm.
You have Daniel Bryan on TV, but you don't want to use him like you should.
Yep.
You use Shane. Jesus Christ, you use Shane.
I just found the what's it called the channel. It's called Vidiots. The most notable out of the group that left so far, from what I can see, is Ben from What Culture.
Oh, hey, Ben.
Which, to be honest, I liked Ben.
I did too.
It was very surprising. Who else? Let's see now.
What's the name? How do you spell it?
Idiots with a V in front.
Never mind, I got it. I'll subscribe. Yay, they're not just doing wrestling stuff too. Cool.
Yeah, it's actually interesting. Let's see.
There's a lot of gaming stuff in here.
Mm-hmm. Well, Ben was mostly gaming until the Cultaholics guys left.
That's true.
So I'm trying to find all the guys from Vidiots, but every time we get mixed around with the what's called the TV channel or video. I mean, not video, movie Vidiots.
Oh, I'm just on the channel. So
Peter from What Culture.
Oh, Peter.
But I never heard of Michael Johnson. So.
Oh, he's from a different what is it, channel altogether.
Okay, so there was more, and especially since the gaming What Culture had to cover a lot of the wrestling from What Culture. Let's be honest, it's now Jules and Simon.
And that's all that's left.
Jules and Simon. Why?
Here's why. Actually, I do like the. Remember when they started to introduce the other Adam?
Well, there's multiple Adams. There's like 6 in.
Well, the redhead Adam.
Yeah.
I actually kind of like his opinions. I still watch him.
Yeah, his opinions are pretty good.
And he's also sarcastic as fuck.
Geez, I forgot who was on recently. There's another guy who's pretty good, but I think he does better for the gaming channel than the wrestling channel.
Mm-hmm.
Dang it, I can't remember think of it. But pretty much, we're looking at diluting the podcast scene to where that's a major starting to go down. I mean, they still have 1.3 million, but how much is really holding on to just lists?
Mm-hmm.
Literally, it's Simon Miller doing lists.
That's pretty much it.
So it's Simon Miller doing lists in his Y videos, which
he doesn't do much of.
He doesn't do it much, and then he's still training to be a wrestler.
Mm-hmm. Now, someone who's also getting trained to be like an actual wrestler. I mean, Ronda. Let's admit, Triple H and Stephanie is the key to making Ronda a star right now.
And that's what we need at WrestleMania. I mean, look, we know Dwayne's not. It pretty much is kind of confirmed that Dwayne's not going to be there.
Too busy doing making movies.
You would think at New Orleans, that's one of the big ones all the time. That's like when the Super Bowl's in New Orleans. It's a big one.
But I have no problem in seeing Kurt Angle involved in this angle at all. Because this whole thing with Kurt and Triple H. Oh, slow down, Jeff. I got it.
I'm gonna get
I was gonna say the storyline started like around Survivor Series.
Well, yeah, Survivor Series match. The whole taking out Kurt Angle and using Shane to get him out of here, and then eventually playing with Strowman. I want to see Strowman get a little angle immediately after WrestleMania with Triple H.
Because I've been hearing, that Strowman, if Lesnar's not going to be in the main event, Strowman would be a replacement. But if he's not in that main event, he'll be probably involved in the IC title match at Mania?
IC title match. I mean, we already got 3 possible things for the IC title match.
From what I'm hearing, it's going to be a 5-way.
It's going to be what?
A 5-way.
God, are we literally trying to dilute the, what's it called, Andre the Giant's Battle Royal just to put everyone in a 5-way?
Well, it's from what I'm hearing, it kind of makes sense for what they're doing. They got Miz, of course, the champ. Then they have Balor, Rollins, Elias, and Strowman.
That makes sense. I mean, a 5-way. I mean, too many 5-ways right now. We got a 6-pack challenge coming up.
Exactly.
It's official. It's the new 3-way.
It needs to, like, I just feel like we need at least one of these kind of matches at Mania, not multiple of these.
Mm-hmm. Especially with the brand split, it makes them feel like that they can do multiple of them.
Mm-hmm. And I would love to see cross-promotional matches at... Jeffrey has the headset on, so...
Yeah, but I muted him because of...
the background noise?
Yeah.
I
wonder if he can unmute himself.
don't think he can.
I attempted to.
Jeffrey, try to unmute yourself.
I'm trying to put his volume all the way up.
Mm-hmm.
There we go. Yeah, there's a lot of background noise for him.
Yeah, there's a lot of background noise.
Yeah, I'm at a tournament area, so sorry, but can you hear me now?
Yeah, we can hear you. Oh, that actually sounds kind of good.
Yeah.
I'm in like a storage area, so.
Yeah.
Oh. Where exactly is the location?
3G. It's off of North Richland Hills.
Okay.
Is that where they moved the location, or is that just the North Richland Hills location?
Yeah, pretty much the North Richland Hills location, but I don't know how much longer I'm off the charger, so I don't know how much longer my battery's going to have. So I'm at 45%, so I should be good.
Yeah, it'd be all right.
Yeah, sorry. So now that I can hear you guys, what were you saying?
Oh, we were talking about possible scenarios for Braun Strowman before and after Mania.
Well, okay, before Mania, it's going to be IC title because Lesnar is not. He's going to be there. He's going to clearly be there. He'll lose to Reigns, and I'm sorry, I don't want to see no triple threat. We all know what's going to happen. Roman Reigns wins the Universal title, so stop getting that pipe dream out the way. Now, after Mania, he's the first one getting the belt off of Roman. I don't give a damn who else. Maybe Joe.
I kind of have to disagree.
I mean,
I feel like it's going to be Rollins.
Okay, I mean, the one getting the belt off of Reigns?
Yes.
Maybe. I could see it.
And James, how do you feel?
Yeah, I mean, other than that, or Strowman. I am not finished with you, so it would make a good loop around, right?
It would.
He wants He wants to catch these hands. He wants to throw down. Can he catch these hands, though?
Imagine afterwards he's holding the title up and he's just yelling, "I'm finished with you, bro!" And the circle goes round.
Well done, WWE. You created a superstar.
I would say that would be Triple H's mind at that point. That if it's yellow, I'm finished with you.
Oh, Kingslayer.
I'll imagine we almost got that instead of burn it down. But speaking of, what we could have had, I mean, Sonny has been arrested recently.
Oh, well.
So, I mean, fugitive charges, does it really affect the fact of what we think of a Hall of Famer anymore after they get arrested? I think they only bring this up because of how NFL is.
Yeah. And plus, it's Sunny. She does have a history in the WWE, and it's even weirder because for her to get inducted into the Hall of Fame that year, she had to make amends, and then right after that, she ended up selling the ring.
Selling what?
She sold the ring.
Didn't she also get in the video?
Oh yeah, the porn industry, yes.
Mm-hmm. Well, speaking of videos, I mean, did you know Ric Flair appears in the Ric Flair Drip music video?
I watched that video. Oh, yeah.
How did he look?
Just let me just say, Ric Flair line. He was styling and profiling. Woo!
Let's see now. Warning: video contains not safe for work language. Of course.
Oh, it's a very yeah.
Well, with names like 21 Savage, Offset, and Metro Boomin.
Metro Boomin wants some more.
So the only good person in this list is Ric Flair.
Well, actually, Metro Boomin's just a producer, so.
So Ric Flair is the only good person in this list.
But at the same time, I just love the fact that he actually got in the video. He was like, I don't care. I'm here.
I need to pay for my medical charges.
Yeah. I need to somehow work my way to get rid of this colostomy bag.
He's got to do something. I mean, he doesn't want his family to worry, albeit he's made his family worry about worse.
And also, I've seen Ric Flair in other videos recently, particularly some reggaeton songs,
Yeah. By the way, Rousey is actually helping with ticket sales for WWE. So there is positive there.
People know Ronda Rousey.
Dude, I'm telling you, that is a big name just to bring in and have her in there full time.
Oh, heck.
What? I gotta probably give her the Lesnar treatment.
You already probably know this, but let's just bring it up. It's Idiocracy. Gentlemen, presenting to you WWE WrestleMania.
Okay. You need to look at the full list of stuff that they're banning from Mania because I'm hearing iPads and tablets are also banned.
Well, of course, anything that's a recording instrument.
You can't ban my phone. They don't want you recording from your phone.
Well, they'll notice if you're recording for a long period of time. So.
But Snapchat, Taker's entrance.
Let's see now.
If Taker's there.
Via email, WWE has added to your list of banned items. Beach ball, balloons, tablets, and iPads are now banned from WWE events alongside with weapons, laptops, laser pointers, and video cameras.
But phone's a video camera.
No, but that's meant to be something that's normally used as a phone. iPad's not normally used as a phone. No, iPad's normally used for the Twitter stuff, which if you're a media member, you're going to have a miniature laptop anyway. Or in my case, I have a Chromebook.
Yeah, or a laptop in general.
I have a Chromebook, so whatever. They're going to bring their stuff.
Exactly.
If they have iPad, they're probably not a reporter because they're using Apple.
Mm-hmm.
And then that's normally you just use it just for recording.
Yeah.
So what's left? I mean, my S7 does a lot of good for a point and shoot camera. So that's when you need to take photos with a wrestler. Boom, your cell phone. They're not going to ban that because, hey, it's emergency services, whatever. But iPad, yeah, you can't convince me. You can't convince me going, hello? Hello? Yeah,
Exactly.
you're not going to convince me.
Yeah,
That's
exactly.
that's only meant for illegal recording.
Yes.
Sports Illustrated reports that Fox president Eric Shanks, Fox Sports talent producer Jason Ullman, and Fox Sports host and personality Colin Cowherd were all sitting front row at Smackdown Live in Los Angeles this week.
Huh. Really? That's interesting.
Want to egg on a rumor?
Well, they are all heels, especially Cowherd.
Oh, God.
Also, let's get some more little details. If the rumor is, if Raw were to go to Fox, it would be moved back to 2 hours. Thank God.
Well, it would be it would be out at the 10 o'clock hour on the East Coast.
It'd be out of 9
That'd be
o'clock.
that'd be time for the local news.
Bingo.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want this? Do you want Fox to have Raw now?
It wouldn't happen to the 2019, but I still
You want it?
Oh yeah, absolutely, I would want it.
The only reason why I would see WWE taking that deal is because the advertisement revenue difference between USA and Fox is a significant difference that it would make up for the last hour. But the only problem is that's less content, and they're probably going to use it all for promos anyway. So that means there's a chance of less wrestling. Because I can see that they're going to do this. Is what's probably going to happen in the stadium. You're going to do a lot more promos for the television, and then have a dark match.
I would say also probably some tapings for other shows as well.
Yeah,
geez.
So no longer going to be live.
So what's probably going to happen is 205 or UK show will probably have its time after Monday Night Raw.
I would say probably be 205 because my understanding from the UK show is they're actually wanting to tape it in the UK. Okay,
so it's going to be pre-recorded like NXT.
Yeah, probably.
So it's going to be 205 with the Mixed Match Challenge. If they continue something like that, going to be after SmackDown.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, I can see this happening. I can
Do
definitely
you want it to happen? Do you want it to happen, though, James? Take that as yes, he wants it to happen. Okay,
he does. He does indeed. He does indeed.
By the way, when WrestleMania comes around, we are having our Superstar Shakeup again for us. So Super Show Shakeup, we're going to say.
Yeah, and by the way, do you have kendo sits ready?
I got one kendo stick ready. So whoever wins chooses any show they want. Second chooses a show. Third one takes the last pickings. We're doing Superstar Shakeup.
And what's that? And the punishment is basically if we guess wrong, we have to take that finisher.
Yep, we are. The punishment is finisher galore. And whoever loses, hey, you chose that wrestler. You take their finisher. So say say Chris Jericho's on the show, which looks like he's not. So say I choose Chris Jericho and say he faces off against Kevin Owens, and Kevin Owens wins. Well, I either take a Lion Salt, Walls of Jericho, Code Breaker, something of that nature.
I'll tell you right now, I will not take a Code Breaker.
I'll take a Code Breaker.
Why not?
I don't want anything killing the moneymaker.
Moneymaker, huh?
So we'll just put your headphones away. Don't worry. That's your moneymaker.
Hey.
Okay, so you won't take a super kick then?
Nope, I will not.
Not with his headphones on, because his headphones are the moneymaker.
Okay, what about a famouser?
No, I
or
don't.
zigzag.
Zigzag.
Famouser's a little risky, to be honest, in general.
Yeah, I don't want anybody sitting on my face from a higher up angle.
I mean, even I worry about doing a blackout.
I mean, I might have to do a blackout because I ain't lifting you guys.
Well, let's know how to do it correctly, and I know how to sell it. Okay.
Or would you rather take the run? Or you rather take that little knee?
No, that running knee is more dangerous to me.
Hell no, he broke John Cena's nose with that knee.
Okay, pedigree.
Okay, I'm actually okay with that.
You know, other than my shoulders, I'll be fine.
You know,
I can't. I'm not gonna try and choke slam you guys. So I'm like, I mean, there's a little weight limit for me.
No, I'm gonna power bomb Jeffrey through a table.
Just because you can.
Oh yeah,
actually,
easy.
Main loser will go through a table.
Because me and James already have to go through a table.
Because who?
Just
you that goes through a table.
You're not going through a table, or do I just got to splash you?
No, when did I lose?
Oh no, I still have to do a stint on.
TLC.
Yeah, just on the ground.
SummerSlam.
I know. I was not saying through a table. I forgot. I still got to splash you.
Yeah, he's got to do a splash, which is gonna suck. But I have to. I'm probably gonna do the Kyrie Scene elbow on you now to the table. I just gotta figure out how I'm gonna get that angle and without hurting you with that much torque.
With that awful ladder.
Guys, will you guys take a glorious DDT?
Yeah.
With the flip finisher or with the sideways?
Oh, I'm jumping like a son of a bitch.
I'll do the flip finisher as long as you don't slam my head too hard to the ground.
I'll try my best.
Should I do an?
Which usually means you have to release. Oh God, man, my shoulders say that's gonna hurt. Man, we could probably do the end of days on Jeffrey.
Yeah, it's so easy.
I can't because my shoulders are SOL, man.
Why do you want to do these hard hitting looking finishers? Jesus,
because you're tiny and it's easier.
Hey, let me show you the difference. Here's the difficulty of my hand trying to do it. Here's the difficulty if we use Jeffrey. Oh
my God.
Hey, Jeffrey, at least you can't say I'm going to be doing a swanton on you or something like that.
Oh hell no. I don't need it.
If he botches the swanton bomb, that's going to hurt me more than hurt him.
Yeah.
Remember that, Jeffrey.
Okay.
I'm gonna do a Kevin Owens style senton on James. That's for sure.
So numbers for by the way, numbers for Smackdown are starting to go up, especially with John Cena around.
That makes sense.
Of course.
You know who still has an interest in WWE?
Who?
Gronkowski.
For Gronk.
Also, I got some rumors, some good rumors. We got indie stars Keith Lee and Walter rumored to be signing with WWE here very soon.
That's nice.
Keith Lee is one of the most agile big men I have seen maybe ever.
Who's been featured on Botchamania quite many times.
Yes, he has, but at the same time, the stuff he's trying to do in the ring is insane. And Walter is just a bruiser. But these aren't they're not the traditional Vince guys because they are just bigger dudes. They're not like swole, but they are way more agile than than old school big man.
Mm-hmm.
Why are we seeing Johnson on your screen, Jay?
Yeah, why? Seriously, why?
Take a look at his name.
You saw that little WTF?
Kevin Dunn. Good job, Kevin Dunn.
Speaking of that, do you see the Bludgeon Brothers taking the belts off the Usos?
Absolutely not.
I hope not.
Absolutely. So will this help the Usos? Will this help the Bludgeon Brothers beat the Usos? Absolutely not. I expect someone from NXT to take the belts off the Usos because they've ran through every team in that whole division.
Or
New Day.
No, I have an idea.
What?
Say we actually do have a draft coming up after Mania, correct?
Of course, because they're screwing over SmackDown so badly right now.
Put the Revival on SmackDown.
Yes. Yes.
I mean, clearly
I
people
100%
people want good tag team matches on SmackDown.
I lagged out. I literally saw this. Put
You're
the
off of-
Revival on.
Oh, put the Revival on SmackDown. Put the Revival on SmackDown.
Yes.
Okay.
It makes sense. They want good tag team
Please.
matches on SmackDown, so
I don't even know why they moved them in the first place. I mean,
like
it just Rusev Day needs to go to Raw.
oh
No.
God, he'll get so over on Raw.
And
Okay.
He'll get an opportunity.
and
Oh.
It will always be Rusev Day.
if I recall, let me look at my watch. Let me figure out. Today is Rusev Day.
Yay!
I hate you, both of you.
No, you should see my son's reaction, especially when I want to ask him a question, and he's like,
Mhm.
"What?" And I asked him, "Does he want to walk with Elias?"
Yeah.
You know what WWE stands for, right?
Walk with Elias.
Yeah, I
Yes.
said you know what WWE stands for, right?
We're Wrestling Entertainment. I can hear my son getting mad in the other room
Oh,
because he can hear me.
Oh,
What? He doesn't like Elias?
No, he doesn't like quote unquote cringy material.
that's not.
He's a Gen Z. What do you expect?
That's true.
Actually, no. If I recall, no. I think he's the outskirts of Gen Z. So yeah. So his thing is all about, they don't like the ironic stuff now.
I like it.
So I'm about to go in a very loud area, so I'll be right back.
Well, actually, we're about to be ending this podcast in just a second. Jeffrey, while you're going in the loud area, do your outro.
Jeffrey. Well, while we are getting distracted over here, boy.
Sorry, I wasn't crazy.
There we go.
Thank you. Oh, Lordy.
Do your outro.
All right. Give this video a thumbs up, like and comment down below. If you don't like this video, give us some feedback. Give us some constructive criticism. We enjoy the feedback. We need it. We're trying to improve things around here. We want everything. And walk with Stadium Junkies, man.
Hello, everybody. This is your champion speaking. Now, let me talk to you heart to heart. We just had a problem recently. If I can get my wire out of me. Actually, no, forget the headset. Let's talk heart to heart. Let's talk to each other like we're supposed to, which is nice adults who want to entertain themselves. I, the champion of Stadium Junkies Media, has a sad news. One of our videos got copyright stricken. And with your help, you can hit that subscribe button so we can get nice lavalier mics so we don't have to worry about getting copyright stricken. You don't have to worry about little things like being away from each other. We can actually one day get our own studio. You can help us by hitting that like button. If you don't like us, then you don't like supporting small business. You don't like supporting people who want to make it in this world. People who don't want to be copyright stricken again. People who are real Americans and real champions of Stadium Junkies Media. So, that subscribe button. Not to mention that little bell, especially since we do a lot of live streams. A lot, let's say it. It's Thursday or Friday nights. We do random live streams of our WWE and, of course, 24 Shot Clock, the NBA. Then when NFL comes back, we will get that. We'll do a little MLB, and I may bring up the NASCAR hour if my co-host will let me.
Jeffrey's probably denying that.
Since I don't have my headphones on, I cannot hear them. I'm just saying this like the State of the Union address. But as your champion, stating my address, subscribe, like the videos, dislike Jeffrey's antics, and let him do the outro.
Well, we can't hear you, Jeffrey. We can't hear you. You're on mute, sir. I'm sorry.
Well, we
James,
just have one question for Jeffrey.
What?
Do you want to walk with Elias?
Yes.
Then, for
this is
Stating
Junkies Media signing out.
I hate you.